Hi guys, welcome back. All right, Virgos, let's do a little quick peek at what's coming up in this next week. If you're in the US, we're headed into Thanksgiving next week. So let's just bear all that in mind. But what might be coming up next for Virgo? We have the Devil and we have the Queen of Swords here. Could be harsh words, an argument, something. We could have a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius also, though, who is obsessed with Virgo, and they could be thinking heavily about Virgo. Eight of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Okay, somebody's thinking about writing to Virgo, breaking the silence. They've been thinking about this for a while. Now, we don't know if it's masculine or feminine. It's somebody who they've changed a lot in the way they think about things because we have this butterfly over the third eye here. I know this is stained glass, but really the way I'm seeing it right now is fractured glass. I feel like, and by the way, there's also kind of like Celtic. Sorry, I'm covered in paint today. It was a very busy day. By the way, guys, we do have some fun stuff coming up on my channel. I had to soundproof some things. I had to rearrange some stuff. So I've been working all weekend to prepare because we've got some stuff coming up for the holiday season too that you guys don't know about yet. But anyway, we'll have some fun. So whoever this is, they've got twice over the third eye there on the ram's head and on the Queen of Swords. We have somebody whose third eye is like really open right now. Again, with the stained glass, and this is somebody who's been silently healing, but they've been working on trying to find the words. I would not be at all surprised if this person, I don't see them saying something angry. I actually see them just really wanting to talk to Virgo, and it's like their thoughts are fractured. The situation's been fractured. They don't know if they should reach out. Obviously a holiday week is kind of like gives everybody a bit of like a reason to reach out, be like, oh, just want to say, happy holidays. It is possible that they'll use this as an excuse. We did just have a card that shouldn't have been in this deck pop out, and so we've got this evidence of them spying. I don't know if they can spy on Virgo at work. I don't know if they just, in thinking about Virgo, or maybe they have an old video clip or something of Virgo that is still saved on their phone. They may be really watching and rewatching that. We still don't see them knowing what to say. That Page of Pentacles in the reverse says, like, if they do spy on Virgo, either in real time, like on social media, or if they have an old thing, saved on their phone or something, some old video clip, they still might not know how to respond to that. And that could be significant if like one of the last things that they, interacted with Virgo on, if they're like rereading something or rewatching something, they still might not know how to react to that. But they've been working on finding words for quite a while. Oh, okay. So it was a fight. It was a fight that they had with Virgo a long time ago. And that's probably why they haven't spoken to Virgo since. So this is an opportunity for somebody to try to heal things. Two of Swords, but they really don't know. They might have blocked Virgo after they got mad at Virgo. So that could be a problem too, because it's like, how do I open up dialogue when I'm the one who started the whole ghosting, blocking thing? Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Look, the thing that I think Virgo doesn't know is that they felt really bad inside during that time of blocking. Like they felt at a loss, which is probably why they did the blocking. 10 of Wands. Some things have changed. Then maybe they're not so easily triggered anymore. So Virgo, this is just a heads up that somebody wants to talk to Virgo this week. 2 of Wands. I don't know if somebody has a smell of lilacs. I don't know if Virgo is going to be putting together like wreaths or, centerpieces or something, or like decorating their house somehow. But Virgo seems to be preparing more for like the end of the year type stuff, and just debating on, what to do and where to put stuff. And, Virgo could be packing stuff up in their home and bringing out decorations, or, just prepping in general for the end of the year and the beginning of next year. And I say that because the world is hovering right here in the back of the mind. But I feel like Virgo's actually looking forward more to like springtime. And so I don't know that Virgo is aware that there's somebody like heavily ruminating on them, spying on them, paying attention to them. I would say Virgo's only looking toward their future and trying to make decisions about, the immediate future, the further down the road future. It just looks like Virgo is in the middle of trying to get some stuff, done in their own life. Four of Cups and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. There is something here. Maybe this person does flicker through Virgo's mind this week also, because it does say, I don't know if Virgo's going to have a dream about them this next week. And the dream could either be them, sending a message, or the dream could be like Virgo. Dreams are weird. Dreams carry all kinds of impressions. Like, you can say, oh, I had a dream of, whatever, my boss. And it's like, oh, your boss was in your dream. What'd they say? And it's like, oh, no, they were a car. But in my dream, I knew that car was my boss, and in the dream, it makes perfect sense. Like, why? So the dream, if they make an appearance in one of Virgo's dreams this week, it could be with more of a sensation, or it could be not like necessarily an image of them, but it could be something that Virgo goes, oh, that's that person. I don't know. It just feels like it's more dream state, or maybe late at night as Virgo is, it could even be weird. Virgo could be like, I don't know why I'm thinking of this person. That's weird. That was a long time ago, especially with that Knight of Cups. This is like something that is almost calcified, hardened into, like I don't know if Virgo has a piece of statuary or something that's going to be important this week, or like, careful, don't break a piece of statuary. Something like a little icon or a little angel or something that could be, I don't know. I'm picturing something getting broken all of a sudden, and maybe it has something to do with them, or maybe Virgo thinks of them in that moment. There's something here about it. Boy, that's from a long time ago. It's weird that I would have any emotional memory surrounding this particular person when it was so long ago. But I do think that they're going to bounce through Virgo's mind at a time when Virgo's only looking toward their future. So that's kind of an interesting spin. What's the best advice to Virgo in regards to this topic? Hanged Man. It says, even if this person does reach out, don't do anything too fast, Virgo. Take time, figure out, like, turn it over in their minds, and don't respond swiftly. Don't delete it swiftly. Just give things time to sift through Virgo's mind, because sometimes it's really hard to know how we feel about something instantly. So especially if Virgo hears from this person, don't be too swift to do anything. Not to respond, not to delete, not to react, but just give it some time. I could see how that would be like probably the best way to approach just giving Virgo time to think about things, at least one evening, and also to set aside time to consider this. I just see that like the evening sun is setting, and it's like, yeah, I'm not sure that I'm going to have the answers to what I want to say to this person in response by the end of the night. But I'm just going to let myself take the time that I need to, let the emotions wash through me, figure out what I really feel, figure out what I'd like to say. Okay, and is there any other big ticket item this week coming up for Virgo? Anything to like prep Virgo for? Princess of Wands and the Leo energy. Okay, so it could feel a bit like a circus. This could be a really busy week for Virgo. There could be a lot going on, but there could be a lot of feel goods. Virgo's world could be filled with people, pets. I don't know if there's a pet who needs to, get groomed or something, like get washed, smell nice, and be fluffy, and have toenails trimmed or something before like the holidays are upon us. But it feels like that could be something, and it could be really great. It could be really nice, but also be careful clipping a pet's toenails, because boy, they don't like it when that hurts. But there's just a lot going on, but it feels like a lot of good things. It feels like a lot of love, and it might be a good week to like spend a little bit more time with the people we love, with our pets. It just says, don't forget that there's a lot of, strengthening of relationships that we can do when we give a little bit of time to like show our affection for the people that are a part of our lives. And with that Princess of Wands, I don't know, it feels like there's something quite exciting going on. I don't know if Virgo's going to go to an event where there are like fireworks or something, or like a holiday event or something, but it could be really quite fun, and it could be the first step toward many fun things getting put on the schedule. Sometimes we go to the community event, and then we meet up with a whole bunch of people we haven't talked to in a long time. And pretty soon we're invited to a bunch of different, upcoming parties and whatnot, because this kind of looks like an invitation. It just feels like Virgo's week could be more spectacular than they would expect this feels really nice for our Virgo. So kind of a fun one for sure. This could be an awesome week. All right, Virgos, thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I so appreciate you guys. Oh, by the way, Virgo might be wearing red this week, and I'm sorry I didn't mention that, but that really showed up on that strength card, that Leo card. But thank you guys so much for being here. I will be making an announcement pretty soon here for something coming up for the holidays that I'm going to be doing on my channel that I can't wait to share with you guys. Should be a little bit of fun. So lots of love, and I'll see you guys again shortly. Bye, Virgos.